People ask the question, how can one believe in a God that has not been scientifically proven? This question contains many misunderstandings that need to be unpacked. After one understands these errors, one may still not believe in God, but one will have a clearer understanding of what one is rejecting. First, the question contains a misunderstanding about science itself. Science does not prove things. It offers better and better theories about how things work. Those theories are ever evolving. Even the theory of evolution was complicated by the theory of epigenetics. If we demand absolute proof before we act, we will not be able to take our next breath. In all things, we have experiences and then make conjectures or theories about our experiences. Scientists take this to a more rigorous level by using controls and repeated independent testing. Of course, this is complicated by the observer effect, the fact that the act of observation can change an observed system. In contrast with science's focus on how things work, religion focuses on why they are as they are. It's not about observing physical reality, so to speak, but existential reality, which includes the world of meaning, purpose, ethics, emotion, and relationality. In experiencing these things, some people conclude that the world is utterly random, without purpose or meaning. They become atheists. Others come to the conclusion that there is purpose, that an assertion of meaning explains more about what they experience than an assertion of meaninglessness. We look about and see evidence of that purpose in ourselves and in the world. And of course, behind purpose lies intent. And that intent we ascribe to God, whom we come to trust as having made the world a meaningful place. Personally, as I have grown in my understanding of love over the course of my life, for example, I came to see how important that love is. So important, in fact, that I began to feel that it was the purpose of existence. I also noticed how the universe helped to support that purpose, how it guided me to deepen my knowledge of love. I concluded that a universe that supports growth in love is meaningful. And my understanding is that God, who is love, is behind that meaning. Many protest that there cannot be a God when the world is so full of suffering, and I've dealt with that in another video, but I'll just briefly say something here. This holds true only if one believes that the only way to show someone that we love her is to give her everything she wants. The Rupert Salt School of Pedagogy, for those familiar with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Many of us do not believe that getting everything we want is best for us, just as it is not best for a child to eat all of its Halloween candy in one evening, if the child wants to. My conclusion may not accord with that of all people who claim to be theists. There are, for example, those who believe in a God who is dictatorial, even though we have the ability to reject God, and harsh, even though they say that God is love. Most importantly, there are people who believe that they have the full truth of God in their hand, even though they claim that God is omnipotent and we are limited. They are misguided. We know them by the fruits of their behavior. They occasion more pain than love. If God is love and is omnipotent, then the only meaningful relationship a limited being can have with such a God is one of humility. Finally, when we say that we believe in God, we do not mean that we believe God exists. It means that we trust God, as when one says, I believe in you. God is about relationship, not fact. Of course, to relate to something, that something must be, but being alone is not the point of the statement. We trust the purpose of the universe, which we come to believe is love. Our experiences here help us to learn about love.